through the mouth, kind of like a nice big dragon. Stick the tongue out, relax the jaw, relax the eyebrows. Allow yourself to come into this time. Thank you so much. Thank you personally, but thank you. You know, there is a lot happening. We didn't even really touch on the elephants in the room of the things that are going on right now. But I think that showing up is a really powerful thing to do. So I dedicate this class to healing the oppositions, healing the fear, healing the divide, that is inside, the wars that we fight with our mind, our heart, our body, our time. Into healing, understanding the wars that are outside. And I dedicate this time together to you. May your breath, your heart, your mind come to your center, to oneness. And may the time together, this little bit of practice, feed us for all the other things that we'll probably have to rush off and do afterwards. Inhaling together, inhaling 1, inhaling 2. I'm going to find my Palo Santo. Inhaling 3. Oh, I'm going to take this sage. I think my mom bought this sage for me. My mom is on this yoga class. Sorry, I shouted. Inhaling 3. Inhaling 4. Pause. Keep the breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly exhaling, lighting the white sage, blowing the ashes in my computer. Slowly exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend to 5, please. Hold 5. Gentle Mula Bandha, if you know what that is. And exhaling. 1. Ujjayi, if you know what that is, through the nose. Otherwise, just exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Extending the exhale to 5, releasing a little bit more. Inhaling. 1. I want to do some of Riti today. So it's basically like Ujjayi. We're just going to extend the inhale, extend the hold, extend the exhale bit by bit in equal amounts. Some of Riti is equal. Exhaling, so exhaling 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let the awareness come inside. Let the awareness come to the body. Inhaling 1, inhaling 2, inhaling 3. Feel how the body begins to expand. Inhaling 4. Feel how the awareness of the body begins to expand. Inhale 5. Retain the breath. Feel how the breath moves from the lungs into the heart, into the blood, into the fingers, into the body, into the toes. Holding 4. Holding 5. Slowly, gently, exhaling 1. Exhaling 2. Exhaling 3. Exhaling 4. Exhaling 5. Noticing how powerful breathing is and how simple it can be. Inhaling, we're going to try to extend to 6. If 6 is too hard, then go to 5. Don't make this hard at any level. Just let it open us gently. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. Feel the openness. Inhale 4. Inhale 5. Keep the eyes closed. Inhale 6. Let the awareness stay on the body for right now. Inhaling or keeping the breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release the exhale when you need to. But if you're ready now, 1, exhale. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Exhale 4. Exhale 5. Exhale 6. 2 more rounds. Inhaling 1. Inhale 2. Feel how the senses become more awake. Inhaling 3. Inhaling 4. Feel how the body receives the breath. Inhale 5. Inhale 6. If you want to, can take it to 7. Inhale 7. Pause. If you know Mula Bandha, if you know Maha Bandha, use Maha Bandha here. Holding for 2. 3. Holding for 4. Holding for 5. Holding for 6. Holding for 7. Exhaling 1. Exhaling 2. Exhaling 3. Let the breath become deeper. Let the jaw become heavy. Exhaling 4. Exhaling 5. Feel the tailbone sinking into the floor, into the mat, into the earth. Exhaling 6. Keep releasing. Notice the thighs softening, the ribs, the heart, the throat, the head softening. 6. Exhale 7. Squeeze that breath out. Let it go. Keep the jaw soft. Mula Bandha. Gently squeeze the perineum together. Inhale 1. Last round. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. Feel the heart lift. Feel the heart draw into the earth. Inhale 4. Inhale 5. Feel the breath drawing through the spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head. 5, 6. Inhale 7. Pause. Gently bring the perineum, the yoni, the legs together. Like we're a great, big, wonderfully full, happy balloon. Holding, enjoying the breath. Letting the oxygen sink into the blood, heal us, clean us. Holding 5. Holding 6. Holding 7. Ulla Bandha, draw the heels and tailbone into the ground. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Keep exhaling. Squeeze the breath out. There's so much more in there. Let it go. 4, 5. Every last drop of breath out. Empty the lungs. 6, 7. Gentle. Ulla Bandha. Inhale back to 4. Inhaling 1. Inhaling 2. Inhaling 3. Inhaling 4. Pause. Holding the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch thoughts tumble away. Exhale. 1. Don't hold on to them. Just watch. It's like a movie. Watch it fall away. 2. Watch the muscles relax, the skin relax, the toes relax as we exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Inhale. 1. Inhale. 2. Begin to stretch the palms. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 4. Exhale, rotate the ankles, rotate the fingers, rotate the wrists as we exhale. Begin to wiggle the extremities. Inhale, rotate and wiggle the other way. Pause. So we're going to begin to move, holding the breath. But feel how awake and aware, how we're noticing little sounds, beautiful sounds, birds, wind. Exhale. Notice and honor how you've pinpointed your awareness and attention to this moment and this time, this body. Dedicate your practice, your energy, and your effort to something. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, draw the heels into the ground, feeling the spine, keeping it awake. One foot and then the other, bending the knees, drawing the heels into the floor, the toes away from the heels, bring the hands, bend the elbows, bring the hands to the heart, stretch the fingers away from the palms. As we inhale, breathe, feel the chest rise, the collarbones rise up. Keep the awareness on the spine, the back of the bottom of the spine, the middle of the spine, the top of the spine, the head. Keep this samvriti, keep the rhythm of the breath, the inhale, the hold, the exhale. As we're exhaling, feel the hands. Feel them on the chest, feel the release of the heart, the release of the lungs. As we're empty, draw the knees over to the right, coming through a little kind of, end of practice pose. Holding ourselves, moving with awareness, moving uber slow. Feel the right side of the body as it touches the ground. Feel the hands as they touch each other and namaste under the head. Inhale, release the hands. The left hand draws into the floor. Take as much time as you like. Use the left hand. Push the floor away and come up to a comfortable seated position. Follow the breathing rhythm. Inhaling 1. Inhaling 2. Inhaling 3. You can, if you come into lotus or half lotus or something like that, you can do that. If you have a block and you want to sit on it, you can do that as well. If you don't do any of those poses, you're going to cross the shins. Do that. Something that's comfortable for you where the spine can be mostly straight. Pull the booty out so the sitting bones are as flat on the floor as possible. Once you have your comfortable seated position, close the eyes again and take a nice, slow, deep breath. Inhaling for 1. Inhaling for 2. Inhaling for 3. Inhaling for 4. We're going to go to 5. Inhaling for 5. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enjoy the heightened awareness, the calm sensation that just breathing gives us. And we're just going to come forward, walk the fingers forward as we exhale. One hand and then the other. Chin is drawing towards the chest. Tailbone is drawing into the body. Feeling the mat with our bum and our legs and our hands. When the body stops to exhale, stop the pose. Stay still. Spread the fingers. Soften the inner thighs. Roll the inner elbows together. Soften the abdomen. Inhale. We're opening the heart gently forward. Walking the fingers just a tiny bit. Creating a little bit of space in the front of the body. As we exhale, we're softening. We're softening the inner thighs. We're softening the knees. We're softening the spine. We're softening the low back. We're softening the forehead. We're softening the heart. We're softening our fears. We're softening our edges. And we're so softly, the tailbone draws into the body, into our root, connecting to the mat, and the heart just as much as it wants to open forward. Gently stretching the skin. The ribs open up a little bit more. The sternum opens up a little bit more. We're inhaling as we come forward for 4. You might have wherever your feet are comfortable. And we're exhale. We're melting down into the body, into the breath, into the floor. Exhaling 3. Exhaling 4. Exhaling 5. Soft, simple, fluid, gentle inhale forward. Inhaling 1, letting the heart float up. Inhaling 2. Inhaling 3. Inhaling 4. If we're starting to open your eyes, you can and start to gently lift up. If your eyes are opening, let them be halfway open, softly open. As we exhale, let the belly stretch a tiny bit, the belly button stretch a tiny bit, the heart stretch a little bit, the throat stretch a little bit, and we're softening as we exhale. Softening, releasing the back of the neck, the back of the head. Now, I really do have to go pee, so we're going to try self-practice. 2 more of those. Yeah, you have it in you. The rhythm is there. You've just done it. Inhale, lift the heart forward. 1. Unmute one of the other teachers and you could cover for me. 2. I think we're about an exhale, softening forward. Inhale, scooping the chest up. Coming up onto the fingertips. As we exhale, draw the chin to the chest. Just the chin, gentle, isolated movement. As we inhale, tailbone into the mat. Heart lifts forward. Gaze comes forward. And the shoulder blades squeeze together behind the back. As we exhale, walk the fingers towards the legs and allow the spine to straighten. And changing the cross of the leg, so if you were in lotus, then you're going to bring the right foot out and change into the left. If you were in easy pose, Siddhasana, and your right shin was over, just change. Whatever whatever side you were on, doesn't matter right or left, just change. It's a really good thing I written peace. I'm doing little spinal twist. The tailbone draws into the earth. A little breaststroke swimming. We're going to inhale. Scoop the fingers forward. Bring the hands behind. As we exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, lifting the sternum. If your fingers are comfortable behind the back, keep them there. If your hands are more comfortable here, bring them here. If your hands are more comfortable on your knees, bring them to the knees. That's the exhale. Inhale, lift the heart, whichever little gentle variation we're in. And as we exhale, bring the chin to the right shoulder. Inhale, breathe into the pubic bone and the tailbone, drawing them together. Drawing the heart forward, the heart back, feeling the breath in the body. Exhale, lengthen the back of the neck, draw the chin a little bit more towards the right shoulder. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind the back. Inhale, draw the chin forward. Exhale, change. Chin draws to the right shoulder. Inhale, draw the heart forward. As we exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the palms of the hands into the floor, and the chin towards the shoulder. Let the back of the neck soften and release. The back of the head, the occipital ridge, release. Inhale, draw the fingers into the floor, draw the chin back to the center, and straighten the legs forward. One leg, on the other leg. You come through to Dandasana. Take as long as you can come straight into Dandasana. Do it and breathe. If you don't know what that means, it means stick the legs out and fingertips come in line with the hips. It's the same movement we just did in the chest. If you want to do full Dandasana, then you can lift the arms up. Nice and straight, reaching the fingers up. If that's not where you want to be, then keep the hands on the floor. Inhale, stretch the legs, the heels towards the wall. Open the backs of the knees towards the floor. And as we exhale, pull the toes back to the face. So I'm going to lift up. Inhale is a lift in the chest. Exhale is a coming forward. It might come, you might come to the shins. You might come to the ankles. Keep the sternum looking forward, the eyes looking forward as we exhale now. Wherever you're at, grab a hold of something gently as we inhale and lift away from that place. Create space between the abdomen and the ribs. Bring the gaze up as we're inhaling. And as we exhale, draw the hips back and the head forward. Ujjayi, if you know what that means, slow and steady. 2 more, same, just like this, nice and smooth, gently feels right. Inhale. The heart is going to open forward. The collarbones are going to reach up. The throat is going to open. Shoulder blades are going to squeeze together. We exhale. We soften down and forward. Soften the eyebrows, the hairline. Feel the skin touch the cloth of the clothes you're wearing. One more. Inhale. Pulling against whatever we're holding on to. If we're holding on to the ankles, we're kind of grabbing a little bit, not clenching the jaw, but we're using our body to open our body. If you're grabbing your feet, you're spreading the toes and holding out the outside of the feet. Looking up. Exhale, soften the low back. Draw it in towards the belly as we come forward. Inhale, drawing the heart forward, bending the right leg. Yep, John Shivasana. So, or bend, if you know that is, if you don't, bend the right knee and bring the foot in towards the left thigh. And we're going to draw the right waist forward, our belly button towards our left foot. If your knee is uncomfortable, you can bring the foot towards the calf. If your right knee is uncomfortable. Yeah, just don't put your foot on your knee, because that will hurt your knee. Yeah? If you can bring it all the way in, bring it all the way in. Walk towards part of the body that you can reach comfortably. Inhale, rotate the inner elbows, bring the heart forward, the sternum forward, the throat forward, looking up. Exhale, soften down and forward. We're going to do 4 breaths, yeah? So you can stay in. You can also open up a little bit as you inhale. And move with the breath and the pose. Exhale, whichever, either a static pose, if that brings your body the awareness, inhale, the breath, the opening, or gently moving, starts to expand and open. 2 more cycles, we're exhaling. Softening the eyebrows, softening the shoulders. 1 more, inhaling. Right foot drawing in towards, activating into the left leg. Left toes are activated, pulling back to the face. Exhale, soften the low back, let it go. Let it fall into the belly button. Now, belly button draws into the back as we lift the heart, inhaling. Keep inhaling, changing sides, drawing the right knee up. And back to Dandasana, the stack pose, the pose we just did. Both feet forward. And exhale. Fingertips come towards the hands, head releases down, chin towards the chest. Gentle little wave of movement and breath. Inhaling. 1, 2, inhale, 3. The breath is more important than any pose. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5, release as we come forward. Exhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5. Inhale, the heart comes up. The legs are still active. Yeah, they're still drawing into the earth. There are connection. Changing sides, left foot comes in towards the right thigh. If you're familiar with this stuff, then roll your calf out. Roll your left hip forward, draw the right hip back. If this is all a bit wonky or new to you, then just work towards getting the left foot connected to the right leg. Just trying to feel, yeah? Pushing our, activating parts of our body with other parts of our body, basically, yeah? I won't go into all the energy. We are going to come forward. This is one of the, immortality poses. Janu Shivasana, like tree pose. Exhale, forward. If you want to live forever, apparently do this pose a lot. Or 5 minutes a day, like I said. So we got 4 breath cycles, yeah? So if you know me well and you practice, then we're going to inhale, come up, exhale, come down. If you don't know me, if you know me but we don't practice, or you don't know you don't know a lot of yoga words or whatever, then just stay in the body, close the eyes, and feel that breathing rhythm of inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, we're trying to go for 5. On the inhales, it's usually about lengthening and opening. Yoga, we want to follow nature, usually. Exhales are about strength and power or deep release. And tonight or today, it's about deep release. 1 more, Janu Shivasana, inhale. Feel what the breath and the movement do to the body and the consciousness and the brain. Exhaling. Soften the back of the neck. Let go of the heart. Let go of the shoulders. Let go of the arms, the fingers, the toes. Inhale. Let the heart float up. The belly starts to activate. The core starts to activate because the legs have been working. Lift the right knee and exhale. Extend both legs forward. You can do a full Dandasana if you want. Hands can reach up. Otherwise, just reach forward, reach towards the feet. Forward fold. Soften the back of the neck, soften the face. Inhale, enjoy, stay in the pose. 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Stretching the feet, stretching the little toes away from the big toes. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Releasing deeply down. Let the back of the heart release with the breath through the front of the heart. With the front of the body release towards the legs. Let the legs release towards the floor. Now chin to the chest. We're going to release the whole pose. Keep the chin to the chest, Jawahara Bandha. Sitting bones draw into the floor. Keep the legs straight, gently rolling up the spine. The spine comes to seated. Bring the fingertips behind the bum to help. Yeah, if you want to make it. If you want to make it hard for yourself, I don't care, you can do that. Then you're not going to use the fingers so much, you're going to use the belly and the legs. But if you want to make it as easy as possible, then bring the fingers behind, gently lean back, keep the spine straight. Yeah? The low back draws into the belly and the tailbone into the floor. Feel that root and connection. Then move, let the heart be light. We're going to lift the legs, cross the right ankle over the left, and roll forward. We're going to come into a prayer pose, leading eventually towards a downward facing dog. So slow-mo action, yeah? Right foot crosses over the left. Hands come forward. I'm willing my booty forward, yeah? I'm also weeble-wobbling a little bit, yeah? So rolling over the butt. However you get there, I can't see you. And as long as you don't hurt yourself, it's okay. Okay? If you want to do a vinyasa, go ahead. If you don't know what a vinyasa is, then it doesn't matter. Hands spread nice and wide. You can push against the floor. That activates our bandhas. That activates our core and our hips. Then lift the foot behind. We're going to turn. Straighten the right foot behind. Straighten the left foot behind. Ta-da, now you can see. And come into prayer pose. Open the knees nice and wide. Allow the belly to come between the inner thighs and the hands to come forward. Close the eyes once you're in child's pose. 4. Inhale. Inhale 1. Inhaling 2. Inhale 3. Inhale 4. Inhale 5. Nice strong double exhale through the mouth. Use the practice to take inventory in a loving, kind way, not in a judgmental way, but in a, oh, that place feels tight. I wonder what would happen if I breathed into that place kind of way. So this is the pose, yeah? As much as you want, as much as nothing else makes sense, come to this pose. I mean, really, practice is about breathing. You know, these weird, crazy asanas that people do are really just extra credit and stuff because people like it. If we get to the place where we feel still, then stay there. Otherwise, inhale, reach the fingers. Reach the fingers forward. We're going to do a little cat's pose, please. Exhale, bring the hips up. And come to tabletop. Spread the hands nice and wide. The hips are over the knees. I like to tuck my toes. We're going to inhale. It's the same rhythm, the same movement. Inhale, heart comes forward. Sitting bones are going to go back. Keep the spine straight. We're going to lengthen the abdomen and exhale. The back of the spine draws into a circle position, the chin into the chest, the hips come forward, the inner thighs lengthen. Keep that breath out, straighten the spine. It's like a string, yeah? Someone's got one end, the crown, someone's got the other end, straightening out our spine. Here comes the inhale, inhaling. The heart comes forward, the tailbone goes back. You can wiggle it. It's one of these good songs, the wiggle song. Straighten the spine. Exhale. Chin to the chest. Tailbone into the pubic bone. 2 more of those. So we straighten the spine, spread the palms nice and wide, roll the inner elbows gently, the collarbone forward, inhaling, drawing the eyes up, straighten the spine, exhale, round as much as we can, bring the front of the heart through the back, up to the ceiling as we exhale. Squeeze that breath out completely. Draw the spine Draw the spine back to straight. Last one, inhaling. Straight spine, that's we have the breath in. Now we exhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Chin to the chest, squeeze the breath out. Start from your Mula Bandha, squeeze the breath out, squeeze the lungs, squeeze it for top of the lungs, squeeze the breath to the head. Come back to center. If you're ready for downward dog and you know what that is, and Adho Mukha Savasana, please. If you're not sure what that is, tuck the toes under. We're going to push the hands into the floor. Look forward, inhale. And as you exhale, just put the weight into the feet and lift the knees off. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. We're just kind of hovering. If you're, downward dog, do it. Exhale, come all the way down. Oh, here it comes. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Downward dog. Oh. Sit back down. Oh, rattle. Sophie, I figured out how to do the music. You missed the announcement, but we've got proper music, I think. Anyway, I'll tell you later. Downward facing dog, which means if you're in downward facing dog, can you do some one-legged lifts for us, please? Yeah. Do 2 each side. If you haven't done downward dog before, then we're going to inhale, look forward. Push the hands into the floor, bring the belly into the body, and exhale as the knees come up, straighten the legs, and it's like we've got a bar at our hips. We're exhaling and the bar pulls us back. Keep the spine straight and look towards the thighs. Inhale. If you're doing leg lifts, you're probably almost done. If you're in downward facing dog and you ever want to come to prayer, then you do that. Adho Mukha Savasana. Hands are in line, width of the shoulders, feet are width of the hips. And bend the knees, draw the chest forward, release downward facing dog. Unless you want to do a vinyasa, then you can do a vinyasa. If you're coming into prayer, we're softening the hips, softening the feet, drawing the fronts of the feet into the floor, softening the back of the head, softening the front of the head, coming back into that little center cosmic nurtured space on the mat. Inhaling, if you're doing a vinyasa, you're almost halfway through. Breathing, pausing, holding the inhale there, 1. Holding the inhale, 2. If you're in prayer, you're just totally juicy and enjoy the floor. Holding the inhale, 3. Holding the inhale, 4. Hold the inhale, 5. And we're going to all come up to a downward facing dog. So it's an inverted V, or the closest thing that you can do to doing that, yeah? Tuck the toes, lift the belly, look forward, inhale, lift the knees, exhale. I will take off the basement jacks, but this is Michael Franti, and it's a really good song for what's happening right now, so we're going to all enjoy it together. But downward facing dog. And walking the feet towards the hands. So if you want to bend the knee to protect the low back, that's a good move, yeah? Bend the knees, keep your low back strong. If you want to hop forward, you can bend the knees and hop forward. If you want to go step by step, but we're bringing the feet towards the hands and hanging out. We're just hanging out. Interlacing the elbows. and hands in the elbows. And the feet are about hip width. If they need to be wider, be wider. If they need, you know, just hang. Let gravity release the back and the head. Spread the toes away from each other. Release the hands, bring them towards the floor. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Chin to the chest, yeah? And push the feet into the floor. We're gonna gently roll up the spine. So tuck the tailbone in, the arms are heavy and a counterbalance. Chin to the chest, inhale. Rolling up the spine, drawing the hips forward. Stacking one vertebrae and then the other. Keep pushing, this can be strong for some of us. Push the feet into the floor. And bring the hands together at the heart. Push the feet down. Draw the inner thighs up. Inhaling 1. Inhaling 2. Inhaling 3. Standing prayer pose. Inhaling 4. Inhaling 5. I wish I could rap for you, I would. It's good timing for. Exhale, release the hands, release the breath. We're gonna do one little gentle sun salutation round. So those that know my gig, it's just the opening one, yeah? So the feet, we're coming to the front of your mat, and the feet are about hip width apart. Yeah. Let the front of the body open. Let the back of the body lengthen in. Lift the toes up and spread the toes. Imagine you're a monkey and you're going to climb a coconut tree. And then close the eyes and feel how that affects our feet and how our feet affect our legs. Standing prayer pose. Okay, so it's one basement jack song, and then I'll change. So we're just gonna open as we inhale. Inhale, we're opening the palms, opening the front of the body, opening the shoulders. We're inhaling. Trust your body, don't worry about it. Push the feet into the floor. Exhale, chin comes to the chest, head, hands come together. Feel your legs and feel your feet. We're inhale, turn the hands around, draw the hands down the body towards the floor. Keep inhaling, reach the hands out, reach the hands up, inhale, 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 look up. Push the feet down. Oh, we're gonna exhale, just hands to the hips. Exhale. Chin to the chest. Yeah. We're going to break it all down. So we're going to do that again. Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale. Sweep the hands up. Look up. Push the feet into the floor. Lift the inner thighs, looking up. And exhale. Chin to the chest. Push the feet into the floor. Release the hands down. Fingertips touch, exhaling. Exhale, exhale. Finish it up by hands come together in standing prayer. So we're sweeping the hands up and over. One more time. Inhale. Hands come towards the waist. Sweeping up, reach through the fingers. Draw the wrists together. Roll the inner thighs together. Look up. Push the feet into the floor and exhale. It's like swan diving without moving. Torso, but the chin to the chest. Finish the exhale. Fingertips come together in front of the heart. Standing prayer. Okay, now we're going to move the torso. Inhale, you sweep the hands on the thighs, opening the shoulders, opening the chest and heart. Reach the fingers up, look up. Now exhale, cut at the waist and come forward. Exhale. You can bring the hands to the hips if you need to, otherwise full Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the chest up, look up, bending the knees as and when to enjoy the pose. Protect the low back. Exhale, draw the head towards the floor and feet, straighten the legs. If you can reach the floor, fabulous. If you can't, bend the knees as much as you can to then reach the floor. And on the fingertips or on the palms, we're going to step the right foot back. Inhaling, stepping back into a low lunge. Draw the fingertips. So you might stay in a high lunge. If this movement is difficult, yeah, go to where you can go. Shift forward and breathe. If you can go all the way into a low lunge, then soften the inner thighs and enjoy that pose. Inhaling, right foot is back. The low back is strong. The abdomen is engaging. And we're going to release by just drawing the hips back comfortably and working towards a straight left leg. Forehead comes towards the shin. I like to keep the toes tucked just to stretch all the pressure points and chi meridians that are there. Inhale in the pose. Left leg is forward and straight, toes are pulling back. Exhaling. And roll through the left foot and come forward, back through the lunge pose. Push the hands into the floor, lift the right knee off the ground. Keep pushing the hands into the floor, activate the right leg and release the left leg. If you want to do a vinyasa, then do a vinyasa now. If a vinyasa is, Greek to you, then we're stepping back into this inverted V pose or something like that in the direction of downward facing dog. Enjoying they're enjoying downward dog. This is also a really apropos time to take a little prayer pose, if that feels right for your body. Keep the awareness on the exhale. Keep the awareness on the release. If we squeeze that breath out, the body is it's self-survival. It's gonna inhale. If you're in prayer, and floating back up to downward facing dog. And changing sides. I did say only one Basement Jaxx song, didn't I? Saturday! Raise your hand in the air like a gesture. Okay. Oh, I didn't say 2 microphones. So change it. Other leg comes forward. So was right. So right foot was back. So we're going to step the right foot forward. It might be in a high lunge for you. If you can carefully and comfortably let the knee come to the floor. If there's any pinching in the back, then let the strength build in the legs and in the pelvic region by keeping the leg up. Yeah? If you're in a low lunge, then pull the ribs forward a little bit. The collarbones forward, spread the foot. Feel the surface area of the foot. And feel it spread out. Exhale. Sink into the legs. Into the feet. Into the skeleton. Into the body. Don't go away from it. We go into it. We're going to release the pose. So use the hands, push the floor away, use the belly, lift up, use the mind, yeah, telling ourselves what we can do, knowing what we can do. Pull the hips back, straighten the right leg, and pull the toes towards the face. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Feel the inhale. Feel that openness. Enjoy being full. For 4, 5. And now exhale. Enjoy the release. Enjoy the emptiness. Enjoy the softening. Enjoy the sinking. Enjoy the no boundaries. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5. Release the pose. Use the belly and use the heart. Inhale, float the heart forward. Roll through the right foot. Hands are going to support the body. Use the left leg. Lift the left leg, left knee up. If you want to do a vinyasa, then we're going to lift the foot, exhale, and do a vinyasa. If you don't want to do a vinyasa, then nobody blames anybody. Then we're going to come forward. So we're using our gaze. We look forward. We lift the left knee as we exhale. Keep the hip squared and strong. Inhale, lean the hips forward, push into the right foot, and bring the left foot to the right. If you're doing a vinyasa, you're in downward facing dog. Letting the head be relaxed in either the downward facing dog or forward fold. Letting the hands and feet connect. Letting the breath connect. And then from Adho Mukha Savasana, if you're there, we can jump, float into forward fold. Or you can walk gently, one foot and then the other. So the feet are towards the hands. And the head is relaxed. We bring the hands to the hips. We'll come towards standing, yeah? So if you have anything like low blood pressure or anything like that, you want to bend the knees extra, yeah? And we want to bring the chin to the chest extra. And we want to go nice and slow. You might even bop a little bit, yeah? You don't want to do anything too fast. If you don't have low blood pressure or you like to get head rushes, then you're absolutely welcome to come through Urdhva Hastasana to come up to standing. We'll come into standing prayer. And just on the immortality poses. And as tree pose, Vinyasa, is so intimately related to Janu Shivasana, i.e. we've already done the pose, sitting down, we're going to work towards tree pose. So if you are not very familiar with standing balancing poses, and you want to access and utilize what is around you, like a wall, then bring your mat in towards the wall. If you know and are comfortable doing it, or you're comfortable falling, then I recommend, you know, staying in the center of your mat. Cameraman, we need to fix the camera. Okay, so if you know what you're, if you know what you're doing, if you know tree pose, then come on into it. If standing balances are new for you, either with the wall or without the wall, spread the feet about hip width apart. And to me, especially for this class and this moment, I really want to encourage you just to feel the gentle movements and opening that's happening. One doesn't actually need this full extension of a pose. You need the heart and the desire and the intention, you know. The poses are magical. They do stuff to us, whether we do the full thing or not. Okay, so tree pose. So if you're, so hands to the hips. If you've never done tree pose before, hands to the hips, and just lift the right foot off the floor. Keep the toes in line with the knees, and just see how if you're wobbly or not. Hands on hips, get an attitude, be light. And then you're gonna lift the knee up, let the foot be kind of relaxed, and work with that balance. Yeah. We're gonna come through the full pose, which is opening as the knee out to the right, and reaching down if you need to. If you don't need to reach down, then bring your foot into the inner left thigh. Yeah. If you're lucky enough to have positioned yourself into the wall, then you can inhale, lift the right knee up. Exhale, pull the belly back into the low back. Inhale, open the right knee out to the side. Roll the left hip forward and bring the foot into the inner thigh. Just not on the knee is the only thing. It might be to your shin. It might be to the foot. Yeah? It's about working the lower chakras, everything. If you're freestanding, then freestand it. Hands together at the heart. If you've been doing that a while, freestanding it, then you can reach the hand behind the back and reach for the inner weight or the inner thigh or the arm, and look over the left shoulder. If you can reach your inner thigh, then bring your right hand to the inside, palm open towards the right inner knee. Breathing in. If you've got the wall, then you've got the wall to hold against and kind of open against. Use what we have. Exhaling, drawing the toes away, mound of the foot away from the heel, and the right foot into the inner thigh. Gently releasing your variation. If you're bound up in a freestanding pose, release the left hand first. And as we inhale, draw the chin back to center. As we exhale, draw the right knee back to center and extend the foot forward. If you like that little bit of sneaky core work, then bring that foot up. If you're clenching and sweating already, then just roll through the right foot as we inhale. Weight comes forward, heart comes forward. Hands are on hips, and exhale, we're going to roll backwards, rolling, releasing, you know, the holding of that foot that we were standing on, and drawing the right foot back to the left. And changing sides, Virasana on the left side. So feet up a little bit closer than hip width. We want to have some space for our inner to come forward. Hands to the hips. If you can come straight into tree pose, then come into tree pose and know that you've got a couple breaths, yeah, to work with some variations for your body, whatever works right for you. You can muck about, no one's looking. If this is your only second time, i.e. second time trying the pose, then just play by shifting the weight, yeah. Hip comes over the knee is over the foot, lift the foot up, move it around, yeah. If you can lift the knee up, lift it up, exhale. Draw the hands, stabilize yourself with the hands on the hips. Inhale, lift the heart open. Exhale, draw the belly back to the low back and lift the right inner thigh up towards the pubic bone. Inhale, open. The left inner thigh lengthens towards the knee as it opens out. The chest stays open. And I'm cheating. I'm going to reach down and grab my foot and draw it up towards my perineum. Yeah, if you can do it, do it. If you can bring it here, bring it here. Try to have something that activates into it. So when you push against the one, you're opening the pressure points and things in the foot, but you also have something to open against. Action and reaction. Yeah? If you can hang out in this pose, then something fun to try, close the eyes and work at the bandhas. Try to find your Mula Bandha, your Uddiyana Bandha. If you want to bring your chin lock in, okay. You can wrap the right hand around the waist. If you, oh, sorry, I didn't remind you to change over to the other side of the wall, but if you needed it, you've probably done it already. If you're binding up, yikes, I'm going to try to bind up. Draw the heel into the inner thigh. It's all these lymph glands, which probably most of us have not been as active as we normally are the past 3 months. So help our lymphatic system, you know, our immune system by pushing the foot into the inner thigh. If you're wrapped up, you reach for the shirt behind or the inner left thigh, and the left hand comes palm open towards the left knee. Chin is drawing towards the right shoulder, inhaling. Exhaling, forward, forward. If you hadn't fallen over and you're still in the pose, to release, we're going to inhale, let the chin float back towards the center, and the right hand releases from the bind. Hands can come to the hips to stabilize. Exhaling. Inhale, knee comes back to center. Exhale, leg straightens. If it happens to straighten up high, then woohoo, that's core work done. If it's lucky to straighten it all without tingles and falling over, keep it low so we don't tumble. Roll through the foot. It releases the muscles, the cramps. Inhaling. Amelia, I don't know if you can hear this song, but I will always think of this with you for some reason. I think it has to do with Goats Rock, Led Zeppelin, Vans, mushrooms. Exhale, roll back through the right foot and draw the left foot to the right back to standing prayer. Without getting any parents in trouble, my formative years, I knew Amelia. Standing prayer, I love you. And spread the feet as much as one can, as your body can. Prasarita Padottanasana. If you know the lingo, if you don't know what that means, spread the feet wide and bring the toes together. I gotta turn it up because y'all probably can't hear Led Zeppelin. I'm gonna rewind it. So we're gonna inhale, roll the inner thighs forward. Always trying to draw into our center. We reach through our extremes. We have this action. The yoga is like this action, surrender, action, surrender, action. Yeah? So hands are on hips. The action is lifting the heart and plugging into ourselves, looking up. The surrender is coming forward. The action is the hands come towards the floor. The action is the surrender. Surrender is the paradox, isn't it? Inhale, lift the heart up, looking up. Exhale, head comes down, elbows draw back. Two more. Inhale, the heart lifts up. So if you're not touching the floor, you keep your hands on the hips, yeah? And work it softening as we exhale forward. One more. Inhale, lift up. Keep the legs strong. Exhale forward. Roll the sitting bones as you come forward. Release the hands, bend the knees, bring the hands to the floor. We're going to come down to the floor. So if your body is used to this kind of stuff, yeah, and you can come down into prayer from here. Do that, yeah. If you're cussing at me already, I love you, I'm sorry, then you might heel toe the feet together, yeah. Bend the knees and come down. But when I come to the knees is what I want to do is a little camel pose. When I come to the knees. If you want to fold the mat over, Ustrasana camel pose. Freedom. So the chest is the hump of the camel. The feet are and hips are in line with the knees. Sorry, I'm just listening to the music. Let's trip out to Led Zeppelin for a minute. Can you see Goat Rot, Amelia? Can you see the band? Okay, sorry. Stop the flashback to Kini. Ustrasana. So we want to have a straight line with the hips and the knees, ideally. So that is about rolling the inner thighs forward. And inhale, open up the heart. Exhale, chin to the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Yeah. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the heart. Look up. If you've never done this pose before or have low blood pressure, then exhale, chin to the chest. If you love Ustrasana, then bring the hands around and reach for the feet. If you're new to this, it's chin to the chest as we exhale. Inhale, the heart lifts. Yeah. Or find your hump. Is it hump day? No, we're past hump day. Oh, I love Ustrasana. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Tailbone into the body. Low back lifting. Inhaling. Stretching the skin as we lift and inhale. Exhale. If you're in camel pose, bring the hands to the low back. Use the hands, support the back. And exhaling, chin to the chest. And hands come towards the floor. And feet come to the bone. Release the toes. Coming into prayer pose. Walk the fingers forward, inhaling. Exhaling. Forehead towards the floor. Close the eyes as you inhale in prayer pose. Feel the inhale. And feel the exhale. And we're going to roll up the spine nice and slow. So tuck the tailbone in, chin to the chest. Take the full breath to inhale up the body, up the spine. Plug one vertebrae into the other as we stack it up. Letting the chin come up to horizontal, last. Letting the eyes remain soft or closed. And then if you're in sitting prayer, drop the hips, Little Mermaid pose. Anybody that knew me well, my mom knows probably, I wanted to be a mermaid when I was a kid. So we'll head towards finishing with some mermaid pose. A gentle twist, so we slide the booty off the heels to the left. The right hand opens and sweeps around, comes in line with the tailbone. And the left hand crosses over the right knee. Inhale, imagine you're on the beach in San Diego. Wait, looking at the surfers, looking at the waves. And as we exhale, soften down, soften in, soften towards the center point. Let the shoulders relax, let the neck relax, let the thighs relax, let the feet relax, let the fingers relax. One more breath cycle in lazy mermaid pose. Inhale, let the heart open, let the inner armpits release, the lymph glands in the inner armpits release down through the arms to the fingers, into the mat, into the earth. And as we inhale, we'll release the gentle twist and change sides. So we're going to move, practice your slow motion. Use the hands. If you want to be tricky, then don't use the hands. Use your core, use the telekinesis, yeah? And change sides. Slide the booty over the feet. If you want to support and love and nurture or heave ourselves over, and use the hands. Sorry, I squeaked there. Use the hands as we bring our booty to the other side. Gentle twist. The tailbone lengthens. The low back lengthens up, lengthens down. The sides of the body lengthening and smoothing, feeling the sand and beach beneath us. The left hand opens, kind of twirls, windmills around, reaches for in line with the spine. And the right hand crosses over, palm open. Exhale, chin towards the shoulder. If your palm comes down into the floor, great, then you get a little extra lift as the palm draws into the floor. We release and twist as we exhale. Squeeze the kidneys out, squeeze the lungs out, squeeze the heart out. Whatever it is, let it go. Let it be fresh for the next breath, the next thought, the next hope. Exhale, feel the shins drawing into the sand or the mat. Feel the inner thighs gently touching or strongly engaging with each other. And gently, we're going to release the chin first. Yeah. Draw it towards the chest. Release the shoulders. Let the inhale fill us up and open us back towards center. When our spine is facing center, you can use the hands. You don't have to use the hands. You can be tricky and straighten one leg and straighten the other. But you can absolutely use the hands to straighten both legs. Forward. Wiggle them out. Bring the hands behind the booty, bend to the knees, and we're going to come towards lying down, Supta. Reclining position. Oh. Knees in towards the chest. You can reach around. So find, the most important thing is to find, let our body, our spine feel at home. Yeah. Especially right now, we're winding towards our final release. So feel it, feel the body, feel the spine connected to the muscles around the spine. Feel the spine connected to the tailbone. Feel the spine connected to the shoulders. Spinal twist, yeah. So give a nice big bear hug first. Reach around the shins, however much you can grab a hold. Grab your fingers, if you can grab your forearms. Squeeze yourself as hard as you can. Like, oh my God, don't we miss hugs? That's the thing. That's the biggest thing. Yeah. So give yourself that hug, like you've been wanting or to give or to get from our beloved friends and our family. Give that love, that squeeze, that energy to yourself. And then release the hug, the bear hug, as we exhale or inhale. And come back to spine straight, arms out to the side. Just finishing with spinal twist. We're going to inhale. Draw the knees towards the chest. The palms are drawing into the mat. The shoulders are connecting through the body into the mat. And we're going to find an exhale. And when the exhale moves our body, our knees can gently lower to the left. And the head looks towards the right. We're going to come back to that breathing rhythm that we were reprogramming ourselves with, taking out all that shit, the fear and lack of breathing. Trusting our body, our consciousness, each other, God, Goddess. Exhale, feel held. Held by your breath, by your fortitude, held by your grace. When you feel ready, follow the breath, follow the inhale up, lift the inner thighs. Let the hands just gently push into the mat and bring the knees back up to center. Let the hips come back to center. Flatten the low back out, especially if you have low back history. And we'll change sides. Yeah, nice and slow. Roll through the hips and sitting bones. Let it be a massage, yeah, the weight of the body as it comes through. The knees, the inner thighs lower to the right, head looks towards the left. Let the collarbones fill up with breath, life and prana. Open the palms, walk the hands away from each other. Let the lymph glands, the armpits open, and as we exhale, let them release. Listen for the sound of your breath, not in a heavy way, but in a conscious, directed way. Enjoying the heaviness of the eyes. Inhaling, enjoying the stretching, the opening, the expansion. As we exhale, enjoying the softening, the inwardness. When you feel like the twist has done its joy and its job for your body, then allow the inner thighs, the chest, the chin to float back up to center. And bringing the feet to the floor. Letting the movements be slow. We're heading towards final relaxation. A deeper. Straightening the legs. If you have a block or a blanket or an eye mask or a jumper and you want to put it on, now is the time to do that. If you already are in a climate that's warm enough or a time of the day that's warm enough, then stay still and keep that stillness. The palms are going to be open and receptive. The inner thighs are soft. The ankles are relaxed. The feet are relaxed out to the sides. The eyes are closed, taking a nice, slow, full, conscious, expanded breath. Pause. As strong as you can. Push it out. Drag it. The breath from the bottom and the inside coming out. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Puke it out. Sorry, it's not a very nice visual for relaxation, but inhale. One more time. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale 3. Inhale 4. Inhale 5. Double exhale, let it go. Feeling the warmth that you have created inside your body. The warmth that we create when we come together. The warmth of the sun that always rises. Allowing this gentle practice, the soothingness of the breath and togetherness to go even deeper. Feeling the edges of the breath loosen. The edges of our thoughts loosen. Becoming more free. Deciding, intending, praying. That these little acts, these bits of practice extend like ripples through our body, trusting that our intention is enough, our love, our action is enough. We are enough. Trusting that there is a way, there is a need, there is a space for our gifts, our light.
Into the toes and fingertips. Keeping the eyes closed. Seeing the life, directing the hope to the crown of the head. To the center of the heart. And to the tip of the nose. Moving only when you are ready. And when we do move, making a pillow with the hands, gently rolling onto the right side. Taking rest. I have called you to come. In the old days, our people did not call your people to come. They waited for you to come because they did not know what to do with the white man. Some of them wanted to fight you. Some wanted to live with you. No one knew what was right. The white man did terrible things to us. You lied to us and you took our land. You killed our people and you never heard when we tried to speak. But now your people are here. We cannot make you go away, even if we want to. There is a reason why the white man came and took our land. Only the Creator knows why. We can only do what we think is best. I think that talking to you is best. That is why I'm welcoming you. Our people tried to welcome your people once before, but you destroyed that welcome. You destroyed it with crosses and diseases and whiskeys and guns. Now I'm trying to welcome you as one person. I've called you to my house and you have come. I reach out my hand to you and welcome. Wonk and Tonka, the Great Spirit hears
and knows we will work together. As he finished, Dan reached over and extended his hand towards me. I stood up and reached my hand towards his. He grasped my hands in his fingers and took hold with a soft firmness that held my fingers like a vice. Though it looked like a handshake, it was more. His whole being was in that grasp. It was a pact, a sealing, a promise. We stood there, united by that grasp. My hand, so used to perfunctory shakings and greetings and casual introductions, wanted to wiggle and escape. But the old man would not let go. He held my hand until our touch had an understanding. I welcome you, he said. Welcome to our land. Welcome to our land. May the old pains be healed in ourselves, our communities, and others. I love you. Thank you for being and showing up and plugging in today, especially. Have a beautiful day. And if not, Saturday for ass-kicking, sweaty class. Another soft, gentle class on Thursdays. Be kind, be loved. Namaste.